Yo, what's going on, Revolution? What's up, YouTube? Golden Rage here with another video. Got to touch on the NBA for a second and all the debating that's been going on around the social media, the ESPN channels and all that stuff. Thanks to Kobe Bryant's infamous comments about his squad possibly being a little better than the original, or maybe being able to compete against them. So, just stepping outside of the matchup for a second. Do you guys realize what Kobe Bryant basically did was put an incredible amount of pressure on this current squad, not only to win a gold medal, which is expected, but to totally dominate every night. I mean, dominate every team by at least 20, 25, 30, 40 points the way the original team did. Now, if we see this team struggling and winning by, 7, 9, 10 points or whatever, I think it's pretty much clear that, the original was one of a kind. But I'm unbiased. I'm gonna not sound like it right now, but I'm definitely unbiased when it comes to this, because on paper I do like the current squad in terms of a matchup against the original. They got youth, athleticism, speed. I like a Chris Paul against John Stockton. I also like a Westbrook against a John Stockton. But what's gonna happen when they get past a John Stockton? You're gonna meet up with a Charles Barkley, a Patrick Ewing, a David Robinson. Now we know that this game is more about more than just about skill or speed. It's about will. It's about, determination. It's about experience. And it's definitely about intimidation. We know Charles Barkley brought that every night. You drive the lane on Barkley, he makes sure that you don't do it again. So again, you have to definitely, involve mental toughness when it comes to this debate. If you think about it, 2 of the top 3 names on the Olympic squad being Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, way past their peaks. Larry Bird suffering from back injuries, Magic Johnson being out of the game for a year. And even then they were dominating the heck out of these players, out of these teams. They were winning by at least 30, 40, 50. At one time I think they won by like 60 or 70 points if I'm not mistaken. That's saying a lot about a team going up against, players, the best players around the world. Now granted, yes, the game has evolved. You got much better international teams now than you did back in '92. The game has evolved. We know that, so you definitely got to give the current squad the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. But even then, again, Kobe Bryant, what he did was definitely put huge pressure on this squad. So again, you should be able to dominate. I'm totally being unbiased here. You should be able to dominate these guys. But now it's almost like you're expected to win by at least 30 points every night, just based on these comments that Kobe Bryant made. Now Jordan, he basically said, well, we had 11 Hall of Famers, how many do they have? Call me when they have 11 Hall of Famers and we'll debate this, which is, obviously true, but all these guys are young still. Kevin Durant's still young. He's definitely got a long way to go. LeBron James, we know he's on his way, and then Kobe Bryant, definitely an established, Hall of Famer. But again, on paper, I it's definitely a good matchup. But if I'm a betting man, I can't bet against the original Dream Team just based on experience, the will to win, mental toughness, ego, leadership, guys. That original Dream Team had it all: defense, rebounding, scoring. Don't forget about Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest defensive players of all time. Clyde Drexler, incredible scorer, great slasher when it comes to driving to the basket. Karl Malone, arguably one of the top 3 power forwards of all time. It's like, how can you go wrong with a Patrick Ewing or David Robinson, in the paint? You just can't. And then the leadership of Michael Jordan, of Larry Bird, of Magic Johnson, you can't get much better than that. So again, if I'm a betting man, I can't bet against the original. But on paper, yes, I'm not saying that Kobe Bryant's wrong. I think it'd be an interesting matchup, but in the end of the day, again, I gotta go with the original Dream Team. But anyways, guys, that's the beauty about debates, especially when it comes to a dream matchup. It's never gonna end. You're obviously gonna have your old school fans siding up with the original Dream Team, and then you got your young guns nowadays, not shying away from, supporting their players. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant. So it's an interesting topic. Makes for a lot of interesting comments on Twitter and things like that. Anyways, guys, let us know your comments in the comment box. Who would win? Is it even worth the debate? Subscribe to our channel as usual. Follow me on Twitter at GoldenRage1. Until the next time, this has been a presentation of myrevolutionleagues.com. I'm out. Peace.